All right. Hey, what up, what up, what up? It has been a hot minute since we've been here gathered at my desk, but I have a great video in store for us today. So thank you everyone for your patience. I've been waiting on packages to come in just for this video specifically. So we're doing a Machinifinitrains deck profile, but I had a package come in from Brazil that we've been waiting on. And then these are just some like spicy goodness that I have in store for us that we're going to open. But it went like a really long time to get this stuff. So it finally came in and we are good to go. I actually had to get shipped to a guy in Las Vegas and then he shipped it to me. So it's been a process, but we got it. So I guess man, I don't even know which one. We'll save the spice for the end of the video. We'll get this one now. And then we'll get into the deck profile and some stuff. But actually, there's cards in here that are going into the deck. Oh, yeah. Actually, I've had these packages. This has been on my desk for almost a week and a half now. This I just got in the mail yesterday. I was planning on holding off, but I'm tired of waiting. Ooh, all the spice. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Shout out to Caesar for following through with the order and getting it here. Thank you, my dude. Look at that. That's like the YCS exclusive. Damn, that's gorgeous. The misprints, these aren't synchros. This is what we've been waiting on. Look at that. No name, no indent. Gorgeous. And then all Portuguese. Ryan, this is for you. This is what you've been waiting on. This is a present for Ryan. But he's not supposed to know that. Boom. Alright. Feels good. Alright, well we can set these aside because we're going to be needing them. Excellent. And then we'll just put all this down here, I guess. Because we can. Alright. Well, gorgeous. God, it feels so good just to get this in. Let's go and get into the profile for Machina Infinitrack trains. And I'm actually going to swap these out as I go because it's my video. So we are playing one harvester, and this is kind of all you need now. After Eternity Code came out and gave us heavy forward, your Infinitrack package is a little different. It still does the same stuff, but it does it a little bit better and more consistently, and I don't know, like, the ratios are pretty much the same, I guess, for the most part. You're just going down to one harvester. So yes, I guess let's move these down here. So we'll do one harvester, one anchor drill. We are still playing two Pegasus, one trencher, or as they would say in Portuguese, Valetedeira Infesteira. Two Brutal Dozer. I only got one. We're going to play one English and one non-tragic. Brutal Dozer is absolutely insane. We might honestly just bump that up to 3. I'm still flirting with 2, but 3 might be the move. If you comment and say 3, I would not argue with you because I understand being able to add it off Metal Cruncher is just disgusting. But so we are still playing 2. New searcher for the deck. We are playing triple Machina Metal Cruncher when he's normal summoned. The only stipulation behind this is you can't control any face-up cards, so he's your play starter going first or second. If you draw him, I mean, he's typically going to be your normal summon, but you can reveal any 3 Earth Machine monsters from your deck. Your opponent randomly selects one of them, and then it's added to your hand. The other 2 are shuffled back into the deck. So it's a +1, but, I mean, you can either reveal 3 Bullet, 3 Derek, I mean, whatever you need. Essentially, it's I was going to play 1 or 2, and then I just bought 3 and started with 3, and I'm like, this seems pretty good. We are still playing one Night Express Knight just because there are times where you still need him. You can't cut him out yet, but his utility is still there. 2 Citadel. This card is absolutely disgusting. I'll show like a niche interaction that it can do later for those of you that aren't aware yet with Goliath, but It's absolutely disgusting. This card is a godsend, and I mean, it's worth buying the structure decks just to get 2 of it. We are doing 3 Daracrane and 3 Bullets still, followed by 3 Jizukiru to round off the monsters. These 6 will never change. The Kaiju package is kind of up to you, whatever you want to do with it. I'm sitting at 3 right now, but when Lord of, or Red Eyes Dragon, whatever the hell it's called, the Dumb Fusion comes out, if our meta actually shifts towards that card, I could very easily see upping this to 4 or 5, but right now the Jizukiru at 3 seems to be working quite well. And all those events that I've clearly been playing at. Still doing 3 Switchyard, 3 Schedule, and we have added 3 Heavy Forward to the deck now after its release in Eternity Code. It searches any Infinitrack monster upon its activation, which more times than not is getting you into your Brutal Dozer, which is gorgeous. For no reason, if you open this up, you can search out your Harvester, your top, whatever. I mean, it adds insane consistency to the deck. It can also equip itself to one of your XYZ machine monsters as a material, which is quite good. Doing 3 Chalice and 3 Lightning Storm and 2 Impermanence to finish off the deck. I guess you could play triple Impermanence and double Chalice if you wanted to. I don't know. I have 3 Ultimate First Ed Chalices that I've always loved this card, and the way that I'm kind of taking the deck right now is the only interaction I have if I'm going second, like blinding second, game 1 is Infinite Impermanence. So I'm not really planning on interacting with my opponent too much on their first turn. The goal of this deck, from what I've been finding, is allow your opponent to establish their board, and then we go through and break it on our turn. So, I mean, if you stop like a Scrap Recycler or an Armageddon, you know what I mean, like your main play starters for certain decks, for the most part, you can like win from there. But like Adamantipator, there's so many decks now that can play through multiple negates, it's almost not worth trying to waste your resources and stop them, whereas letting them establish their board and then piecing it away. And Trains can blow through a set of boards so easily. It does not need much of an opening. All you need is 2 level 10s on the field, and more times than not, that's game. So this is what the main deck is sitting at right now, currently 40 cards. It is so consistent. We'll do some test hands just to kind of showcase it off a little bit, but I am loving the build. Going first, you have great turn 1 capability. Going second, you have great plays. I don't know, it's a very, very versatile deck right now, especially with the Machina, the Metal Cruncher, I'm sorry. Let's do the extra deck. We're playing 1 Goliath still. This card is fantastic. It's like a, I don't know, like Link extender, if you will, but also equips itself to any of your XYZ machine monsters when it's sent to the graveyard as a material, and when it's equipped, that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if you have this, say, underneath, I don't know, like Leeb, and your Leeb is at 6,000 attack, and you use Citadel's effect to target the Leeb, Leeb will not destroy itself because this is attached underneath of it, and all of your opponent's monsters will still be destroyed because targeting or destroying is the cost, or targeting for destruction is the cost, or whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. The Leeb does not have to be destroyed if this is underneath of it. It's the same thing as Leeb. If you activate Citadel's effect, targeting the Leeb, but then chain Leeb's effect protecting itself, your opponent's monsters still get destroyed. So this card is absolutely broken. I'm sure most of you guys already knew that interaction, but for those of you that didn't, there you go. 1 Link Spider to get rid of the egg token for Dino players. I absolutely, or just to get rid of any token, I guess, for that matter, if you need to. But I absolutely hate Lost World and Dinosaur players, and this is a pretty good out. We're still playing the 1 Ingerknuckle, which in Portuguese is called Articulador Furiosa de Duas Cabecas. That'll be fun to say. This guy, Ballista, is still really good. Very easy, cheesy way to OTK over 1 monster. 1 Genius, because it's smart. Megaclops, this card is pretty dumb. I've been fooling around with like portions in the extra deck that I can kind of make more, I don't know, like techie options, and this card just, it's so good late game. It's such a finisher, and so many cards, decks have a problem dealing with it, and getting multiple XYZ monsters out like past turn 2 or 3 is not hard at all, especially when you have Pegasus and easy ways to revive stuff out of grave. We are doing 1 River Stormer still, which I've been waiting for this no indent for a very long time. I just want to appreciate this a little bit more because this is what I've been holding off on the deck profile. Yay! Patience. It's a virtue. 2 level 5 monsters gets you to the dumbest monster in your extra deck because it searches or adds or sends anything. 2 Gustav, 2 Dora, 2 Leap, 1 Skype, 1 Chaos Dyson Sphere, and 99 Palms, but a bitch ain't one. But that's the extra deck, still pretty standard. It's pretty cut and dry at the moment. Side deck, we'll show it. Skill Drain, Red Reboot, are the 2 1-ups for traps, and so this is something I've kind of been experimenting with. So turn 1, been wanting to, Jesus Christ, we'll just show. 2 strike, Triple Judgment. I've been trying to focus on going for turn 1 plays, and this seems like a pretty solid package for sighting in going first, along with Double Cosmic, depending on what you need. But these are just such blowout cards. And then for going second, the Red Reboot, 3 evenly, and then the triple Dark Ruler no more. This is a relatively new idea. I used to play Judgments obviously before, but adding the strikes and the skill drain, I don't know, it's just kind of like, this is just the goal is just to be a blowout package going first, and then this is your blowout package going second. And it's kind of funny that these are all the ultimates and these are all the secrets. I never really noticed that, but there you go. I like it. It's again, I'll have to do some more testing, I guess, like in person and stuff. We're doing a PPG this weekend online, so this will probably be what I'm playing. So I guess I'll get some really good tournament testing in then, and I'll be able to do like a little bit of rapport for you guys. Ooh, I can't wait to open this. Let's do some test hands. Or we could open this, or we could do some test hands. God. Let's just do some test hands, because that's what it's really all about. Speaking of things that I've got in the mail, just had this come in from Indonesia, Subtle Flex. I bought it. I can show it off because it's mine. But prismatics are fucking gorgeous. Oh, Christ. Alright, so we're going to go second to this game because that's what this deck does. Again, this is just a, Jesus, new sleeves. Just to showcase the deck, what it can do as far as it can extend out. I'll kind of walk through my explanation or decision making, just kind of gives you an idea of my insight on the deck. So I got pretty good feedback last time I did this, so hopefully we can keep it going. I also did draw pretty good hands last time I did this, so hopefully we don't just draw some like dead hands, because that's just so embarrassing. Alright, going second. Over here. Well, this is pretty good. Well, yeah, it's a vibe. And then, well, it's not what we want to draw, but we'll draw it anyways. We'll put these over here. Right there. Well, I guess the first thing you're doing is blowing up their whole field. And depending on if you know, if you're hitting back row, congrats, you cleared their back row. If you're hitting monsters and they can't stop it, you would then chain your urgent schedule to that. So I guess for the sake of this video, we'll say that like activate lightning storm response. No, that's fine. All right, cool. Chain lightning or urgent schedule, and we're off. This we can do quite literally however we want now. It's just kind of free. These are so much darker. Jesus, this print's different. So then you've got these 2 bad boys. From here, man, you can just do whatever you want. Activate switch yard, and you can. Man, I guess you just pitch your switch yard because I'm not gonna use that. Derek, right? I guess. Link. At any point during this combo too, you can also drop your bullet and Derek Crane, but we're just kind of conservatively going off here. Effective Trencher, we shall banish 2 special effects to add. This is where you get your dozer. Man, again, at any point here, there's just so many different lines that this deck can take. So, Tribute, to special summon himself, and then activate effect to special from deck. And we've already used Trencher, so we're going to go for Tunneler. And again, remember, at any point in this combo, like if you needed to clear an extra card, or there was like a problematic card on top of what your Lightning Storm wasn't able to get rid of, you can drop these two at any point in time and go for your Gustav Max or Sky Palace Gandari and pop something. But if you do Sky Palace Gandari and go for the double pop, you have to do that before you use Brutal Dozer, because he locks you into Earth Machine for the rest of the turn. So keep that in mind. Here, overlay. Wow, it feels so good to summon that, because I've been waiting to... God, I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep appreciating this because it's fucking gorgeous. Detach. From here, I guess we can add or send. We'll probably just send Citadel, because we have our whole setup kind of already. Sorry, special, overlay. Unfortunately, we can't get much. Oh no, hold on. Special. Oh no, we can't. Maybe we can. All right, depending on how badly, like, if you wanted to get Link 1, if you wanted to get Goliath under your Gustav, you really could. And so Link 1, Gustav, and then at this point you can either use River Stormer's effect to tribute this off and put him under, or you can use Anger Knuckles effects. I guess we use River Stormer just because it's free body still. Yeah, and then so when he's tributed, Goliath will activate to attach himself to Gustav. Here you can do your 2000 burn and pop, and then your 6000, and you are, I mean, if you haven't lost at this point, or if you haven't won at this point, you're so stacked it's not even funny for your continuation play. So this is obviously full extension. I guess like where we would get with that with a bullet left in hand. But your Citadel gives you protection on your next turn, obviously. And what I was saying earlier with the Goliath is, say on your opponent's turn, so end phase would activate whatever you don't kill him. We're just gonna add back Brutal Dozer because you always add back Brutal Dozer. So say on your opponent's turn, blah 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 blah, they're making the plays, you activate Anger Knuckles effect, brings this out to trigger your switch yard special, which Pegasus would activate. Yeah, which is special. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so that's obviously like your defensive play that you can do on your opponent's turn. However, so as soon as you get this play set up, as soon as they go into battle phase or activate anything that would destroy any of these cards, so say they, I don't know, fucking attack over your Pegasus, you then can activate your Citadel, and because Goliath is attached to your Juggernaut Lieb, when you use Citadel's effect, targeting Lieb, anything with 6000 attack on your opponent's side of the field, or whatever his attack is at that point in time, is automatically destroyed. But because Goliath is attached to your Lieb, he will not be. And this is a quick effect, so you can not only do it on your opponent's turn, but your turn as well. So you're kind of getting like a double, like, infinite Raigeki, as long as you can kind of keep that lock. So it's quite dumb. And then obviously your Tunnel is your Pot of Avarice that you have lined up for future turns. So I mean, the resilience, if you can't OTK in one turn, is quite nasty with the deck. I mean, obviously it still has its like choke points, just like any other deck does, but the ability for the deck just to kind of like outgrind now between Bullet, Tunneler being able to recycle resources back into your extra deck is huge. Being able to like resolve a second Stormer effect by putting it back, I don't know, like the deck can just grind quite easily now, and it's not a one-trick pony where you have to just hope that you can kill on your first turn. I mean, you can definitely set up some nasty boards going first now, especially if your side deck looks like mine. Let's do one more going second testing on it, and then we'll open that package because I'm tired of looking at it. It's time. Where are we at? 20 minutes? Not bad. Alright. See what we got. Schnazzy. Oh no. That's fine. Wow, we're so good at opening up Lightning Storm. Alright, going second, so... Well, you hate to see it. So the first thing we would have to do is the good old storm, so we blow up whatever it is that we have to blow up. And then we get to normal summon. And so his effect would activate, and we select 3 monsters. So in this case, I would do Bullet and my 2 Brutal Dozers. And this is why I was saying earlier, if you tried to argue playing 3 Dozer, I wouldn't like even remotely argue with you, because if you play 3, you can just guarantee that you get 1 to hand. So I don't know, I can see it being justified. I haven't hit that point yet. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So activate switcher and pitch the Metal Cruncher that is no longer remotely usable to add Le Bullet. And look, we're at this same setup again. So it's your pretty much standard bread and butter play, but you can kind of get an idea now of how the consistency is up to more in the deck because of Metal Cruncher and Heavy Forward. You're making the same plays, but now you have more lines that you can access them from, and it's more consistent overall, which is just, I guess, all the deck needed. I mean, the deck's obviously not perfect by any means, but it does what it's meant to do very, very well. Overlaying into Stormer, where you will probably send Citadel. We've been doing that a lot. Or you could add Pegasus. Pegasus wouldn't be bad as your follow-up normal summon for the next turn, but I guess we have Switchyard out, so we can access that on our next turn. So yeah, Citadel, I guess, would be the move just for extra protection. Because we can. And then special, and special. We cannot, no, we can get into Anger Knuckle still. We're Gucci. Link Wong. Ole. Effect of Trencher. 2 special. Again, I guess you could have also used River Stormer's effect, but maybe that's the, hold on, let's think about this. That's a, instead of using Trencher, what if we, do we end up with more resources that way? Tribute. This automatically goes, no, it's the same result either way, because we still have to link off Vanish to special. Yep, nope, doesn't matter. We still gotta make the Angry Boy. From there, I guess, yeah, you're, look, it's still the same thing with Bullet, or not Bullet, Dairy Queen in hand this time. So, and then you still have your 1 more level 10 extension play. But yeah, there you go. That's kind of the gist of how to still do what the deck does, I guess. But that's my showcasing of it. God, all right, we're gonna open up this package now, and then we'll do like 1 going first hand with my side deck. We'll see how that goes for the content. All right. Gorgeous. Damn. I mean, I guess anyone that knows anything about tournament back cards can appreciate those, but if you don't, then start your collector game. This is the real prize. This is, God, I've been waiting to get one of these for a hot minute. Yeah, he knows it's the spicy one. It's double sleeved. Damn. Consider me happy. Oh no, I just rotated the video. Go pick up. There we go. Wow. We're gonna have to edit that. Shoot. Well, it's all spiraling out of control now, folks. There we go. Ooh, we saved it. We're gonna get back to that one more time. Gorgeous. Man, alright. I'll do one test hand going first. Screw it. But we're gonna side. Just so I can show you, I guess, how I would side. So say we were going first, and that's like, this is the generic stuff. So obviously, for side decking theory, anything that can go, or anything that is used for going second, you take out. So you can blindly take out Lightning Storms and Jizukiros. If you want to leave one Jizukiro in, that's fine, I suppose, but for the sake of this, I mean, so there's 6, and we need 8, so 2 more. I guess we take out like a Citadel and like a Chalice, or I guess that counts as another negation though. So maybe like a Cruncher, but no, Crunchers, I don't know. We could do, yeah, I guess we just do a Chalice, just because we're already playing 2 and we have 2 impermanents still. Okay, I guess here's how we would think about it. If you were playing a back row heavy deck like Altergeist or Guru or Eldritch, you could side in Cosmic Cyclones, obviously. If you were playing something that was more of a monster-based deck where you needed to do like effect negation, you do Chalice, so like Emancipator. So that, I guess that would be my thought process. And so we'll just say, for the sake of it, we don't need the Cosmics, but bear that in mind, or that would be my thought process. So I guess we're just gonna do these 6 so we can put the Citadel back in, and bada bing, bada boom. Going second, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious how to use those cards, so we're not going to go into that. Cards were so much money. They're all worth so much money, but goddammit, that one is worth so much money. Oh, man. Alright, going first. It's game 3 of the World Championship. This is our final hand. We gotta win it. Tragic. Well, that's exactly what you don't want to happen. We need something. Well, you're not gonna, I know this is pretty big brain, but boom. And that's the full extent of train capabilities going first. Christ, we literally would lose to a board of Quaggar Hercules, and then we'd go the fuck off if our traps weren't there anymore. So I guess it's fine. We'll try that one more time. I think between the Impermanence, Judgment, and Strike, you should be able to survive return, though, and go through an OTK, in all fairness. But it would have been a little bit cuter if we could have done something. We'll try this one more time. Jesus Christ. No! That's funny. Alright, we can actually sit off this in a really cheeky way. You can actually set this, and I wouldn't be too upset with this. You're just running off a lot of effect negation and you have a blue eyes on field, but that, as long as they don't blow out your back row, you can't do anything next turn. But yeah, I guess you wait out 2 turns and see what you can do. If I could get like a heavy forward or something, I could kind of showcase a turn 1 play for going first, but the deck's just not cooperating right now. You're brute. Oh my god. Whoa! Alright, you know what? Fuck it, everybody. Nobody build this deck. It's trash. Or, if you're going to, don't go first with it. Trains is not a going first deck, but I was doing some hands earlier and getting some pretty good turn 1 boards, and these are not it, Chief. I mean, that's just your standard opening train hand. Like, there's nothing even special about that, but at least you can build a board with it a little bit, but you're just ending on your standard Dara Crane under Dora with your field spell and Anger Knuckle. So, and I guess for those of you that don't believe me, we can just do that real quick. So activate, pitch, to add. Why don't you get in the center since you deserve it? You can go up there. Normal, special, special, special. By its own effect. This one's specialed off Pegasus. There's a Anger. Dora, congrats. Stonks, you did it. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Probably a little derailed, if you will. But it was all good. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you sticking with throughout the whole thing. And see you guys next time.